So can we all just agree on one thing? How great is Denzel Washington? No, seriously, every time the guy's in a movie, it doesn't matter if the movie's good or not. Not that the guy makes bad movies, but the guy's just always so good. This movie, no exception. So The Magnificent Seven is a remake of the 1960s movie starring Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson and an all-star cast, which in turn was a remake of Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. Now the great thing about this movie is the cast and the director behind it. Granted, it's a western and the westerns are a little bit out of funk recently. You know, we've got a few exceptions like Django Unchained, which brought the western love back. Personally, I wasn't a fan of The Hateful Eight, and other than that, you don't get many westerns nowadays. This one, though, is so damn watchable. I mean, let's just talk about this cast. What a cast. You've got Denzel Washington, just does no wrong. You surround him with the likes of Ethan Hawke. Go back to Training Day, because those two together make magic. You bring in the most likable man in Hollywood, Chris Pratt, and you stick in Vincent D'Onofrio. Go back to Jurassic World, and you've essentially got a melting pot of actors who have all worked together before, who have proven to have chemistry before, and who bring their A game in this. Chris Pratt plays Chris Pratt. You know, we all know what to expect from Chris Pratt now. He's that lovable guy who the audience is gonna just, as I just said, love. Vincent D'Onofrio, this guy's so underrated. Everything he does is just turns to gold. It doesn't matter if he's playing Wilson Fisk or Private Pile. The guy is just gold. Ethan Hawke, solid as always, but the main centerpiece, the tunnel vision in this movie, comes on the screen, you just focus on him, it is Denzel Washington. Man, the guy's good. And as always, this is why Denzel doesn't work for vouchers. This is why Denzel has a 20 million paycheck, because Denzel does magic when he's on screen. Now the downside to this movie is the fact that it's all been seen before. It doesn't matter if it's based off of the old Magnificent Seven, it's a western. There's only so far you can take a western movie. Essentially it's the ragtag band grouped together, hired by a town, who are being bullied by William Bogue, played by Peter Sarsgaard, who's as always a very slimy villain. But you know where this is going. But where this movie gets saved, and what I think the shining star in this movie is Antoine Fuqua. As always, just makes such good movies, be it Training Day, be it Southpaw. This is just another instance of Antoine Fuqua taking a tried and tested genre, in this case the western, and just making it cool. He's the king of cool when it comes to movie direction. Yeah, we've seen westerns before, but I guarantee you ain't seen no western battle scene like this. And he kind of took what Quentin Tarantino was going for in The Hateful Eight, you know, those big wide panoramic shots. But unlike in The Hateful Eight, where I thought this is just a waste of, you know, perfect widescreen, man, there was a few shots in this that made me go, God damn, that's a pretty shot. It's a beautiful movie. But as I said, ultimately, this movie, I may be sounding like I'm going for a massively high score in my review here, but where this movie gets let down is the fact that it's called The Magnificent Seven. You've seen it all before. There's only so far this can be taken. Despite the great direction, despite how cool it is, despite all the actors bringing their A game, it's all just so vanilla. Basically, in conclusion, guys, I'm going to give The Magnificent Seven a 6.5 out of 10. It's a very entertaining movie. I think it actually improved on what the 1960 version did in some ways. It was 2 steps forward and 1 step back, because whereby the 1960 version did the first 30 minutes while the introduction to all the characters was really, really solid, then it just kind of dwindled out into nothing. This movie just assembles the ragtag group of characters together. It's kind of dull the first 30 minutes. The way they all come together is a bit but essentially the movie picks up yet halfway through Act 2, this first big battle scene, and then obviously the build up to the ultimate battle scene at the end, and it's just great fun. Stylistically shot, great camera angles, beautiful cinematography, great acting. You maybe wanted to feel that you were gonna get a bit more from the characters, especially Ethan Hawke. I would have liked to know a bit more about his background. but ultimately this is a solid movie. Once again, 6.5 out of 10. So over to you guys. Have you seen The Magnificent Seven? And of all the Magnificent Seven movies, that being this one, the 1960s version, and Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai, which was your favourite? And what's your favourite Western movie of all time? Please leave your thoughts and your comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button, guys. It allows me to keep bringing you silver screen entertainment every single week to you, the faithful silver screen dudes. As always, I am Nico, and until next time, see ya!